Alrighty, hello and welcome back everyone to Adobe Live. Thank you all so much for sticking around to hang out with us. Big shout out to Kyle T. Webster for that absolutely adorable, was that a fly or a mosquito? I don't know, whatever it was super cute, and he was reading his little book and it just warmed my heart. So thank you Kyle. If you folks are over on YouTube by chance, please head over to behance.net where Alana and I are going to be reading the chat for this segment. I'm super excited to jump into what we have planned for today. My name is VooDoo Val. I'm going to be host for this design off, and I am joined again by my friend Alana. Alana, how are you doing today?
Hi, I'm great. How are you doing, Val?
I'm doing excellent. I'm ready to dive in to some more
Awesome.
cat art. Get the puns flowing.
All the kitties.
Yes, all of the cats. So for those of you who maybe weren't here yesterday or who have never seen a design off segment, essentially what we do here is every week I get to hang out with a super awesome artist and design and create according to a theme. We got a theme this week that is designing movie posters with a twist. All of our characters that we are putting on our posters yesterday and today are cats. Because why not? Because why not do that? We've had some
Cats
excellent.
are the best.
Yes, exactly. Because cats are really no other explanation needed other than that. But we've had some fantastic cat puns happening in the chat. I'm ready for them today. I'm also ready to see any designs you folks have created, because as we do every week, all of you are invited to design and illustrate along with me and my guest. If any of you want to illustrate or paint some cats, if you want to design some cat icons, if you want to design a pop culture cat inspired UI UX landing page, whatever it is that you do, you can even hand letter some cat pun pop culture names if you want. You can do whatever you feel like doing, whatever discipline it is that you work in, but please create with us, because we're going to be pulling up social media at the end of this stream. We're going to take a look at Instagram and Twitter under the hashtag Adobe Live Design Off and see what you folks have been making. I see so many familiar faces in the chat. Got our awesome moderator Sam Peterson, Steve Festus Casaboom, the man with the name, is in the chat. Laura, someone named Alana McCarthy. I don't know who that is.
Who's that?
I don't know. Never heard of her. I'm just kidding. I have, but just in case somebody in chat has not heard of you, Alana, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell everybody a little bit about you, what you do, what you love.
Yeah, for sure. I'm Alana McCarthy, and I've been a professional illustrator for almost 20 years. And I've worked with big clients like Absolute Vodka, Scholastic Books. I've done products and children's books and all kinds of stuff. And I worked in-house at an animation studio for 8 years. And all alongside that, I had a little side project going where I drew cats and dogs as pop culture icons.
Nice.
Called Geeky Pet. So yeah, so at Geeky Pet, I would do my own thing, and I'd paint people's pets as Superman and anybody else they liked.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and traveled around to comic conventions with that work, and it's really fun. It's like my fun side hustle.
That's awesome. That's amazing. I feel like now I kind of need like a painting of my chihuahuas as Ben Solo and Rey of Jakku, because
Yes,
they're
too.
also appropriately furred, because my little baby boy dog is like Kylo Ren colors, and then my girl dog is the color of sand. So it's like
amazing.
perfect. I may have to be like, hey Lana, what are you doing? And maybe I can hit you up about this. But yeah,
For sure.
so please check out Geeky Pets. It looks like Sam is posting the links into the chat. Thank you so much. Check
Thanks,
out her
Sam.
Instagram because it is a wonderful place to be. But without further ado, I'm going to flip us over to our dual stream here so that we can check out what we worked on yesterday. I'm going to kind of zoom in to my my CAD driver. I believe somebody said Kai Meow Ren, which I also thought was perfect. So that's what I got going on. And you have got the loveliest Uma Perman on, on the
Love
screen.
that, Uma Perman.
Uma Perman. Oh, man.
Yeah, I touched her up a little bit last night, and now I'm going to move on to these guys in the background.
Excellent, excellent. Well, I am going to start kind of detailing my Kai Meow Ren tunic here and give him a little more definition on his little outfit and see where I can take this. I'm going to see if I can work in a background and all that good stuff today and put him in a little scene maybe. I'm not sure, but I'm pumped. I was going to do some light side Jedi-esque cats today, but I really wanted to finish this one, so I just decided I may do that at a later date and just focus on my Kai Meow today.
Yeah, for sure. I say go for it. He's turning out great.
Thank you so much. I think it's mostly in the hair, to be honest. But I feel like Adam Driver is a very large human being, but I feel like he's still 80% hair. Like he's
yeah, for sure. So true.
So I have to make sure that that comes through in this design. Otherwise, it wouldn't be doing him justice. All right. Let's see. I love you're starting to add like kind of colors and drop in all that stuff there. I think maybe I will start doing the same over here because I need some red for this lightsaber because it's not feeling right just yet.
Yeah, do it.
I would also love to know what the folks in chat have cooked up for today. Like I said, I've got our hashtag up on the screen right now. If you post with that hashtag at some point during the stream, then by the end of it, we will be able to pull it up and see what you guys make. It does not have to be a perfect, finished masterpiece. Whatever it is that you decide to create, you really can just do a sketch for us or anything like that. But I would love to see what you guys come up with. And also, you guys feel free to unleash the cat puns because I hope that you guys have come up with punny names for whatever cats you're creating today.
I hope you were thinking on that all night.
Yes, I know I was. Can you post
any Samuel?
Oh, Brian is asking for. Oh yeah, do you have a pun name for Samuel L. Jackson? I don't have one.
I don't know.
I couldn't think of one, but if someone in chat can. Also, Brian Chen is saying, can you post up some visuals of the work? I think maybe he asked that before we pulled up our dual stream view here. And then we do have the links in chat if you want to jump over and check out the Instagram and the website and stuff for Geeky Pets. Oh my gosh, Kerwin. Samuel L. Katzen. Okay. All right, that works.
That works.
Well played, sir. Well played. Okay. Let's add some color. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna do it. Because I also want to start adding.
Be afraid of the color.
I know it's so weird that like I do get a little frightened of color a little bit still.
For sure.
I think every time I go to create something and maybe it's something that I've never really done before, or sometimes the element of broadcasting and like doing those color experiments can be a little nerve-wracking, so I get a little sometimes, but I think if you're in chat and you're ever frightened of trying out some color combos, one thing that I try to remember when I'm nervous about it is when you try something artistically and you fail, you haven't really failed. You've actually just added to the list of things maybe not to do, which is still valuable information. Yeah. It's still good to know that about your design and about what you're doing. So you're like, okay, maybe green is not the go-to color here, but knowing that information is still just as important as not knowing exactly what to add. So it still works out. How do you choose your colors, Alana?
Um, I try to stick to, I don't know, I always end up going with kind of bright colors. This one I kind of chose from the original Pulp Fiction poster of Uma on the bed.
Gotcha.
So I actually had a little bit of help from Capture, Adobe Capture. So
Yes.
I pulled the poster into there and it selected 4 or 5 colors for me and I moved them around and yeah, so oranges, blues, purples. Yeah. So
Adobe
I don't know,
Capture is
but
awesome.
again, yeah, again, I'm the type of person that'll change my color a billion times. So, but like going digital, I don't think you have to be scared of color because you can change it constantly.
Yeah, exactly. Is you can pretty much alter things. Ooh, just kind of unlocked one of my legs of my Cintiq here.
Uh-oh.
You can pretty much edit and experiment as you go, which is one of
Hmm.
the beauties of being able to do digital art. So you're kind of safe in that aspect. But yeah, I do really love Capture myself, and I have found myself in public many a time seeing like a pattern at like a home goods store or something,
Oh,
and
that's so
finding
smart.
something that I love and just being like, oh, I would love to paint with these colors, and then just kind of grabbing a color palette for myself for later, from then. And sometimes I one thing I really like to do as well is when you're working on a piece and you're trying to kind of set the mood, and add a little atmosphere with color,
Hmm.
sometimes it can be really valuable to look up other paintings with that same kind of mood and then sample
Oh,
a
for
color
sure.
palette from another piece. And that helps me to like look and observe how other artists have used color to tell a story in that way.
Hmm.
And then if I use similar colors, then I can kind of like almost like solidify it in my mind and like learn and understand it that way. Um, so I do that a lot, and it's a very useful tool, especially when you sketch something traditionally, and then you can just like capture those lines and send yourself like a transparent vector file of your sketch, and I'm just like, this is what I've been wanting for years.
Yeah.
So useful.
That's a great tip to carry it around with you and just on your phone and just, you know, if something inspires you at a home store to use it.
Yeah, I love using Adobe Capture on my phone. It's one of my favorite things, especially because I also like to do 3D art sometimes, and you can straight up
Mm.
create your own textures and stuff
Oh,
there
wow.
now. And you can also you can take pictures of fonts, and it'll detect a font from an image as well.
Oh,
Um,
that's so cool. See,
yeah.
I haven't explored it to its full extent yet. I guess because I have it on my iPad and I'm not always carrying my iPad around.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to get it on the phone.
Highly recommend it. Highly recommend
Hmm,
it.
cool.
All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and add a little background shape here before I throw in my colors and maybe add some textures and things. I'm not sure yet. I have the choice between adding, I guess adding like a legitimate scene in the back, or adding just like a shape with like maybe some space kind of in that shape, which may be the route that I go because I'm sure I don't have the time to illustrate the entirety of Starkiller Base on this stream, though I wish I did. Let's see. Chad says you only fail if you don't learn anything. Yes, that
Hmm.
is true. And I think that when it comes to learning, in the sense of art, I think we kind of we beat ourselves up a lot about particular failures or what we perceive as failure, right? Like we're pretty hard on
Yep.
ourselves as artists, and so sometimes it's really good just to see um, the the small little progresses that we have in art, rather than being like, man, I am not doing this right, you know? Just kind of give yourself a little break and take those smaller victories as victories because they are.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything's a learning opportunity.
Indeed. Oh no. Samuel L.
Ah,
Jackson,
there it is.
star of Mice on a Plane. Oh my gosh. Yes,
Love it.
I think I like Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, Mew.
Mew. Little Muse. Let's see. I think I have some textures hidden in here. Yes, I do. I'm gonna throw some textures over. I have like, I don't know if you use any like image textures in your work, but I
Oh,
have like these. They're like my go-to textures that I use like every time that I'm so familiar with. And sometimes when I use the same assets over and over again, I almost worry that maybe it's becoming a little too repetitive, but I also can't bring myself to break the habit because I love them so much.
well, actually, you're solidifying your style by doing that. It's almost like you have your own personal style guide. So it's like,
Yeah, that's true.
you're going to keep showing these textures, and that makes your work look like your work.
Yeah, I think you're right. That does work. Because I guess it gives like the same kind of texture to what I do every time, and it seems very
Hmm.
consistent.
Yeah, it's kind of like using the same brushes and stuff like that. You're
Yeah,
making a design choice.
there you go. I feel better already.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Alana. Okay, I have his like little legs inside the border, and then I have like his arms and his lightsaber kind of breaking the border a little bit, which I like.
Nice.
And then I'm going to, because I think I have like a very subtle outline of the words that I had previously sketched kind of sticking out here. So I'm just going to kind of select around on the canvas just to make sure that all of this is not showing. Let's see. There we go.
There we go.
Because I don't
I
want
think this is
too much here.
looking quite a bit like Samuel Jackson.
Samuel. That is so good too. Oh man, I'm loving it. He
Thanks.
looks so like he's getting ready to ask you to say what one more time. Like oh my gosh, Chad says Catrick Swayze. Yes. Yes, Catrick Swayze. I'm here for more random celebrity pun names. Please lay them on us. And put his little ear. I'm also trying to make sure I don't have any tangents in this piece. Those of you in chat, if you've ever like framed something, I mean, I don't claim this frame here to be like the most excellent frame in art, you know, because I'm just kind of throwing it in here. But one thing that you can do to kind of enhance your compositions is make sure you don't have any tangents in your art. And what that means is sometimes things can look a little awkward if you have what I had here, which is the tip of his ear touched the very, very edge of this border here, which looks weird. But if I extend his ear a little bit or bring in the border, then it gives them a lot more contrast against each other, which then makes the human eye kind of see it more as two separate elements of my painting instead of just everything kind of mashed together, and therefore is a lot more palatable to anybody who's viewing my work. I think composition honestly was one of the things that I struggled with the most when I first started out, and even still sometimes. Do you have anything in your work, Alana, that you think you kind of struggle with sometimes, like things that you like to work on, or things that you've encountered that are a little bit difficult for you?
I guess how I finish people, like I'm okay with animals, but sometimes people, like just how I render them and stuff, I'm always changing it up all the time. So
Gotcha.
that kind of I get frustrated with that. It's like, can't I just stay consistent?
Can I I'm the exact same way, but flipped. So, I mean, I'm doing more of like a, you know, a comical, like cartoony kind of style for this Cadam
Hmm.
driver, but whenever I try to illustrate like a serious painting of an animal, I find that my portraiture skills don't transfer and translate as well as I would prefer. And I'm like, why can't I do this? Why am I not doing this?
Yeah, it's like you're set to a default almost.
Yes. Matthew Manning in the chat is saying Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah,
Um,
that
I'm
works.
loving it. I'm loving it. Katrina and the pixels. I love it. Sergio, you guys are winning my heart here with all these puns. They are amazing. All right. I think this is looking pretty all right. Let's do some colors. I think it's color time. All right. I'm gonna go for this. Maybe like an overlay of red initially, and then I kind of, whenever I overlay colors, I have like hot spots that I'll hit of things that I know exactly. Like obviously Kylo Ren's lightsaber gonna be red. You know, like
Hmm.
there's no doubt about that. I'll go through and I'll like color over things with like some solid blocks of color, and be like, okay, I'll put this on like an overlay or a screen or whatever works best for the values. And then I will do like an overall like paint bucket of like a mood color over the entire thing, and then just see if that kind of makes all the harsher colors just like glom in and kind of feel like they're more related to each other. Um, and then I will start painting in color directly, which is typically how I approach it.
Hmm. Whereas I approach it kind of like an acrylic painting or an oil painting, where I just kind of like flat color down and then I just build up the lights and shadows.
Nice, nice. It's always cool to see how different people do this, though, because I've seen people
Yeah.
who even still start in grayscale, but they do it in such a way where I'm just like, I never thought of that. That's
Yeah.
crazy. I think one of my favorite artists that goes from color to or from grayscale to color sometimes is Anthony Jones. He's like so amazing. He's actually going to be at Max.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which is really really cool. And he does like these incredible hyper detailed like characters and things. And then his process for going from grayscale to color is just like mind blowing. He's somebody that
Wow.
I've actually been watching his tutorials online since I was like 14 and was like, I want to do art, I think, when I grow up.
No,
Um,
that's great.
yeah, so he's a cool one to watch if anyone is interested in seeing kind of a more detailed approach to this particular technique. Uh,
I'm so excited that Max is free this year too.
yes, I'm really
Everybody go
excited.
register.
Yes, please go register for Max. It's going to be a blast. We've got so many really awesome people who are going to be here or there. A lot of folks who are from the Adobe Live team are going to be there. I get to be at Adobe Max this year, which is going to be fun. And we have like a really interesting lineup of celebrities. I know Gwyneth Paltrow is a part of it. Keanu Reeves is a part of it.
Wow.
The creator, Common, the rapper. I believe Nick Offerman is gonna be
No
there.
way.
Yes, and he's listed on the Adobe Max page as like actor, director, and woodworker, which I
Woodworker.
was like,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Amazing.
yes, please check out Adobe Max this year because it's kind of really awesome that Adobe is just like, we know that everyone's working from home. We know that we wouldn't otherwise be able to do this if we didn't do it online. So please join us, everyone, you know, which is just so neat.
Yeah, it's so great.
All right, here goes a big paint bucket color right quick. Ta-da! Let's see how this looks. I just kind of flip through. Ooh, kind of like that. It's a little washed out, but I might do this. One of the things that I like to do, if you're on a Mac, then you can do this on like a laptop or a desktop Mac machine. I don't know what the appropriate term is for that, because I'm a PC gal, but you can open up your blending modes and you can just preview what it will look like by hovering over it. But if you are on a PC, typically what I do is I select, I'll open it up and select normal, and then I can flip through with my up and down arrows through everything that is available to me, which is really, really cool. So I can just cycle through pretty easily in that way. And figure out what blending modes I like to use. I typically am going for like overlay, color dodge, sometimes like a darken or a multiply, but I always cycle through every blending mode whenever I'm using them, because sometimes I get like some serious happy little accidents,
Oh yeah.
and that, just blow my mind. And I feel like Bob Ross a little bit. I'm just like, ooh, isn't that nice? This is a very happy little tree. And then I just go with that instead of what I planned.
Yeah, yeah. I love that you can preview them all now
Yes.
because my go-tos were always multiply and overlay, and I just keep sticking with those. But now that you can just quickly see everything, it's like, oh, soft light is wonderful.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I find too that because I actually know people that know like the specific purpose and design is for each blending mode, which blows my mind because
Oh,
I know what I use, I know why I use them, but it comes with like personal experience. Like, okay, I want the colors to do this thing, and I know that I get that when I throw it on, darken or overlay or soft light
yeah.
or whatever. But I think it was actually Paul Tranny that did kind of an interesting stream where he discussed, um, what they're for and why they're there, and I
Hmm.
I didn't know about it, but being able to cycle through them has kind of opened up a new world of possibilities where blending modes are concerned for me. So now I find myself like thinking, okay, what do I want to do with color right now? And I have like a much longer list of potential blending modes to choose from when I rack my brain for,
Hmm.
what direction I'll go to, because I use way more now that I can cycle, and I'm familiar with a lot more, which is cool.
Oh, that's great.
Jalissa in the chat, what's up, Jalissa? Is this okay? I don't know. Sometimes I see people in the chat and I don't know if they're the person with that name that I know personally, or if they're the person with that name that I don't know and they just happen to share that name. So this is either a really kind new friend, or this is my cousin. And I don't
Either
know.
or.
Either or is awesome. But welcome in, Jalissa. It is very cool to see you here today. They all come
Uh,
from photography, don't they? Yeah, I think so. I think so, Kerwin. I think it's a photography thing, but I don't use it for photography because I take selfies only. That's what I do.
do you have a personal Instagram for that?
I don't. So I only have social media for my business because I just don't have like the time or interest to like have a personal social media or personal Instagram. So all of my pictures of me go on my business Instagram, and it's like once every year and a half, and only because somebody messages me and says, "Hey, you don't look like your picture anymore." Maybe
Oh,
post
that's
another,
funny.
because I've been streaming here, and like my headshot is me when my hair was like cut, at chin length, and it was straight when it was
Yeah,
that short. So it was like,
yeah.
and my hair is so long now. I think it's longer than it's been in like 5 years.
Oh, me too.
And
Yeah.
people are
COVID
like,
hair.
"Yeah, you need to put a new headshot up," and I'm just like, "But when will I find time to go take another strange picture of me in my bathroom and pass it off as a headshot?"
It's all about the lighting.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where you are.
I actually did, when I took that image, and I know that Jan Eric and a couple other people I was telling you earlier, have said like, "Oh, Val, like the butterflies in the background of your headshot, they're so cute," and those are actually stickers that are on my bathroom wall. It just happened to be. But I got the first time I did the Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge, the team was like, "Hey, we are gonna need a headshot from you for the stream. We need you to, to send us a headshot." And I was like, "Oh no, I don't have one of those because I've worked from home for so long and I never really have had need of a headshot."
Mhm.
And I was still in the process of like planning out my classes, and so what I did was I took that headshot and then I made the first challenge of the 2-week span of challenges how to make a selfie look like a professional headshot. So I did like the whole like I like cleaned up the edges and I removed the background a little bit. So I took like the shower towel bar out of the background of the picture and then like used content aware fill to like remove the Nike logo from my sweatshirt I was wearing, and
Oh my goodness.
so it was a learning experience,
Yeah, that's great.
but a history behind the picture because I did not have a headshot. I wish.
Yeah, well, as I mentioned earlier, when we were chatting offline, my headshot that you see on the title card is actually from a change room at H&M
Yes. I just
that had
love that.
wonderful lighting.
Sometimes
It
they
looks
do
so
too.
professional.
They want
Yeah.
you, they're like, when they get in this dressing room, I want them to be like, I'm taking this outfit home. Most of
I
the
did buy a
time,
lot of clothes that, that day.
good, good. Most of the
It
time,
worked.
though, I get out of the dressing room and then I go home and look at it in like my own bathroom lighting, and I'm like, not the same. Whoa.
Not the same at all.
Let's see. Sam Meow Jackson, people are saying. Tim is also cat punning the evangelists' names. So we have Pa Tranny, which I definitely approve of. And if somebody does not draw Mr. Paul Tranny as a cat, I will be sad. Because that is something I feel like we all need in our lives. For sure.
Definitely.
Okay. Also, quick reminder, speaking of drawing and things, all of you folks are encouraged and invited to do some sketches and stuff with us. So if you would like to do like kind of a movie poster-esque illustration with cats, or if you would just like to design some cat icons or some pop culture cat references, whatever it is that you'd like to do, please post your sketches and your pieces onto Instagram or Twitter with the hashtag Adobe Live Design Off, which is right here on the screen. Because I'm going to pull up social media towards the end and we're going to see what you folks made with us.
Oh, I'm so excited to see.
Me too. I love seeing things that people do. And also, I just really like being able to give a shout out to all the folks that come hang out with us and participate every week. Because I remember, not being a part of the broadcast at all and like doing the challenges and things with people. And so it feels nice to be able to kind of give that shout out on the stream for people who unfortunately like we can't have everybody like on the stream with us. It's just me and Alana today. Though I would love to have like Jan Eric just in the corner right over here like giving us puns. But it's a way that we can all be a part of the stream, which is really neat. So.
And I love seeing other people's interpretations of the theme too, because everybody has a different artistic mind. So
Jalissa says, I am the person with that name that you know personally. Oh, hello! Hello! What is up, Sukosma? It's good to see you. Welcome into the chat. Are you drawing with us today? Usually Sukosma does some cool art with us. Cool. He's one of our regular participants. All right, let's get the gloss back in this hair, I think it's necessary. I'm going to give it kind of a blue tint though, if I could, just so it kind of melds in well with this piece, because I got like blues and purples. I'm sure everyone is like really, really surprised when they join the stream and they're like, oh wow, VooDoo Val's painting Star Wars stuff. Oh, and she's using the color purple. Oh, and there's a lightsaber included. Oh wow. Never seen this before. Totally unexpected. Throwing us a curveball. Sarah Brown, welcome in. Good evening, VooDoo Val and Alana McCarthy. Love Sarah from Manchester, UK. Well, we're very excited
Nice.
you're here, Sarah. Welcome in.
Awesome. We got the UK, we got Canada, we got US.
Yes. Where's everybody from in the chat? Because I'm sure we have more than that. Where are you guys stationed at in your new work from home spaces? Where are you guys hailing from? Sukosma says, yes, I am working on something. Excellent. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see. All right, more blending modes. Gosh, that Samuel L. Jackson is just gorgeous. He
Thank
is.
Thank you.
Ugh, I love it. He's very serious.
Does this guy look like John Travolta at all?
I think he really does. I think it's in the jaw too. Is like his weirdly like it's a cat head shape, but it's also a John Travolta head shape. So it's like
I'd give him like the big male cat jowls.
Yes. And I love the Samuel L. Jackson just has like these eyes that are like just piercing my soul right now.
Good. I got it.
Celine Pedron says from New Zealand.
Completed.
Whoa.
Wow.
Sergio
that's awesome.
from North Carolina. Nice. Okay, Mercurial, you got it. John Clavolta. That one.
There we go.
That's a pretty good one.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Simon is from South Africa. Welcome in.
Wow. Nice.
All right. Let's add some highlights to his hair, shall we? Get that shine back now that I've added some color. That's one thing that seems to happen a lot, like when I do start adding color to my pieces, is like I sometimes lose some of the stark contrast values depending on what blending mode I'm using. So I do have to come back in every so often and re-add some of my details, but that's okay. I may actually use a new brush for this. Let's see what's in the Sam Peterson pack, shall we? Oh, maybe the butter brush. Maybe that needs to make a comeback.
You love that butter brush.
I do. It's extra buttery. And I also like that every time I use the butter brush, someone in chat is always like, no! The butter is too strong! Here we go. I think that might do it. I'm gonna grab like a starker white, I think. Ooh, yeah. There we go. There's that shine.
Oh, that looks great.
Cadam Driver has got it going on for sure. For sure. Okay. Miss seeing you stream. School is stressful. Well, come and hang out here, Jalissa, because I'm not streaming so much on Twitch anymore, but this is a really cool place to check out some of the design off streams, and also there's basically streams here all day, pretty much 5 days a week, which is really neat. So you can learn a lot of new apps and things here, and see a lot of really cool designers and stuff, a lot of which have like worked on some of our favorite things in pop culture, and done like actual movie posters for like things, or done like animations for things. We had one of my favorite guests that we had on, her name was I can't remember what her first name was, but her last name was Vinogradova, which I've never forgotten just because it's amazing. And she did these 3D model and rendered sigils that they used for Game of Thrones.
Oh, wow.
Which was really cool, like all the house sigils.
So cool.
and that was a lot of fun. So it's really neat. Like, you just tune in one day and you're like, oh my gosh, like I've seen this stuff, you know, out in the world, and then now like this person is here to like tell us how they made it, and I'm like, wow, this is neat. So yeah, if you guys are only here for the design off, or maybe you're new today, this is a really awesome place, not to just hang out, but to like really seriously learn some pretty awesome stuff. And I know a lot of people who, you know, participate in our challenges or things like that, have said, after doing them for a while, we've had people say, hey, I only did the challenges, and then I put that work like in my portfolio, and I just got a job, you know.
Wow.
Like, and I just think that's so neat. So this is really a really cool place to, you know, to make friends, to better yourself artistically, and to make waves, y'all. To make design waves.
I also find it's great to just put on while you're working,
Oh yeah.
even if you're kind of half watching, half listening, and like who knows what you can pick up on, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think you're totally right. I have like inadvertently learned how to use Adobe XD, just because I've like had the XD streams on. Like, now if somebody, you know, was like, hey, can you put something together? I wouldn't be like the most amazing UI UX designer, but like I could make a prototype if I needed to.
Wow.
And it's like, wow, I can't believe this. Just hanging out, you know?
Yeah, learning by osmosis, right?
Yes. Totally a legit thing that I was not expecting, which is pretty nifty. All right, there's his good hair. Here we go. And let's color his tunic, because he needs tunic color. And then I may add some text, and I can't believe we are already coming up on the end of stream pretty soon. This really
Oh my
flies.
goodness.
It's like
It
wild.
flies so fast.
I try to warn people every time too, you know, like it's, you know, it's an hour, but it's not an hour.
It doesn't feel like an hour at all.
Yeah. So cute. Please tell me how to be so awesome like you. You know, Lucas, it's already there. Just gotta start doing what you love.
Yeah.
Oh, I know Lucas too. Lucas! I think I know Lucas too. Welcome in, Lucas. It's good to see you. I hope you're enjoying Kai Meow Ren, The Adventures of Kai Meow Ren, featuring Kadam Driver. There we go. I think that'll do it. I'm gonna turn the opacity down a little bit on that. There's Jan Eric. Jan Solo. Jan Solo is in the chat. How's it going, man? It's good to see you. We were talking about you earlier. Good things, mostly. Yeah. Read my mind. Sorta good thing. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Definitely. Always good things. Okay. Let me get some lighter values. And then I believe I have the Star Wars font, so you know we're doing that. You know we're doing perfect. That. This is gonna be rad. I'm trying to do it fast too, because I know I don't have very much time. Because I think we'll probably work for another maybe 5 or 6 minutes, and then I will pull up social media. So if you folks have drawn something along with us today, now is the time to start posting it on social media, because as much as I would like to just hang out and check out all of the stuff that you guys can post, I do only have like a very small window of time where I can pull it up and showcase it on the stream. So please try and post as soon as you can, and I will pull up those tags. Also, remember to please use the hashtag Adobe Live Design Off, because if you post and you just tag me in the post on social media, I'm not going to open up my personal notifications. I'm only going to be looking at that tag. So you will have to make sure that you use it. Got his little cat paws in here. There you go. Just gonna outline this. His little toe beans. Ben
Oh, I love
Solo's
toe
toe
beans.
beans. Yeah. Toe beans cure the world, man. This
Yeah.
is like
Best
serious
part of a cat.
happiness. Yes. When they allow you to examine them, though.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I have
I have,
known some cats that are just like, no.
yeah. I have a very tolerant orange cat named Pumpkin right now, and we can squeeze his toe beans. We can do whatever we want. So it's wonderful.
Amazing. I love toe beans. They give me life. I have 2 chihuahuas. I have cat-sized dogs, but no cats at the moment. And I mean, cats will like tentatively allow you to like touch the toe beans. For those of you who don't know what the heck toe beans are, they're basically like the little pads on the paws of cats because they kind of look like beans. Um, uh, Cats will kind of allow you to touch the toe beans. My dogs, however, every time I reach for their toe beans, they shake their foot like, "What are you doing, man? This is weird. Don't do that to me. I don't like that." It's like not the same because cats will
Yeah,
sit
yeah.
and look at you, you know, while they lounge and say, "All right, human, you may touch the toe beans exactly 2.5 times, but no more." Dogs are like, "Yeah, we don't like it at
We're
all.
not down with that.
We are not down with the toe bean touching." So it's a whole different ball game, man. It's a whole different thing.
There we go. Travolta toe beans.
Yes, there we go. All right. I think it's text time. I'm just gonna jot this down in here. Get my text tool, and I'm gonna call this The Adventures of, and I'm gonna select, I think it's called Star Jedi Special Edition. There we go. But I have to select the right version of it because sometimes they have like the symbols.
Oh, yeah.
So let me grab the other one. That's the special edition, but I need the other edition. The Adventures of, let's do this one. Nope. I have like so many versions of this. I don't know why.
Because you're a Star Wars fan.
Yeah, you're right. I think I need my glyphs thing here. Yeah, there we go. Where's my V? Sort of. I don't know why I can't change my glyphs. Very sad day. Well, I will swap it out. Oh no, there we go. Adventures of, where's my U? Where are you? U? Nah, I think this is going to take a little too much time. I'll swap it into the Star Jedi font. For now, I'm going to use another font that's actually pretty cool. It isn't available in the in Adobe Fonts because it's one that I found and licensed, but Coven is a really cool one because Coven is just like, you know, big and chunky. But another one that's also really cool is Knife Princess, which is just a weird name.
That is, yeah, quite the name.
But it is a really neat font, and it's like kind of pointy, but also elegant, which hence the name Knife Princess. So the Adventures of, and let's say Ben Solo in big letters. Let's get like a soft, light, bluish purple going on. I'm gonna put that like right here. The Adventures of, oh no, I wanted to do Kai Meow Ren. Kai Meow Ren.
And I'm tying their pistols onto
Their
hands,
hands, so
paws
it actually
here.
works.
This is, yeah, this is kind of my little signature thing. Everything's all tied on because there's no opposable thumbs, right?
Yes. This is very accurate. I'm gonna say starring Cadam Driver. All right, and I think that's all the time I have. At least if you want to keep sketching around a little bit, you are more than welcome, but I am going to
Cool.
now pull up social media right quick so that I can show off what everybody else worked on today. So I'm gonna
Awesome.
enlarge that, make it fit on my canvas. Ba-boom. There is my text. I'm gonna save it, and then I'm actually gonna pop over to our screen over here, and I am going to show off your work so folks have something to check out while we are waiting for me to pull up social media. So I'm gonna go to Instagram and Twitter again. If anyone is looking for the proper place to post theirs, you want to post it with hashtag Adobe Live Design Off, because that is where I'm going to be looking for this. Grab my Instagram next. Boom, boom. Grab this hashtag, and we do have submissions. I'm so excited to see what we got. And if you didn't finish yours, because I know that we an hour sometimes is really not a lot of time. So if you do want to have some more time to check these out, I do always pull up anything that has been posted in the the previous segments. So if you needed some more time, we can check them out next week as well. Okay, so this is our Instagram posts, and it looks like for Instagram we got these lovely things, these lovely posts from Miss Lana, which are gorgeous. And then we got our friend Creative Forge, who was posting things from previous challenges, which is awesome. So thank you so much, Creative Forge, for posting these super cool icons and stuff. We got one for Flat Out Motorcycle Club, for Lightwing, and for Bit, and all of these things. So thank you very much for taking a look at our challenges. I'm going to flip through here and give you a like on all of these new ones that you have posted. And then I'm going to flip over to the cats that I know are waiting for us over on Twitter. So I'll refresh this once. We got this from Sukosma. This is what he was working on during the stream. This is really cool. This is like a super detailed Superman, and I'm maybe Superman. I don't know. I've never seen Superman in this exact outfit, but this is cool. This is very, very cool. I'm gonna go ahead and retweet this because I love it. Well done, Sukosma. Everyone give him a follow at Sukosma on Twitter. And then
Nice.
we have an ad for Crash Bandicoot, which I'm totally okay with. And then Chad Rolfs, the man, says, quick and dirty sketch of Per-Man and the Masters of the Muniverse.
Ah, nice.
So, oh my gosh, he's so ripped. He's such a buff cat. He's got, oh yes, Per-Man and the Masters of the Muniverse. This is my favorite thing right now. Thank you so much. Hashtag cat puns in the post. You are amazing. I love it. You are awesome, everyone. If you guys head over to Twitter, at crolfs is Chad's handle. Please give him a follow. I'm gonna go ahead and retweet Per-Man and Masters of the Universe. Universe just gets me. I don't know.
He looks so good in that hair.
Oh, we got some from Kerwin too, who has done. Oh my gosh, he has done. We have some cat Street Fighter characters here, and they are making my day. I also love that the Hidoken Ryu power up here has a face on it, because why not have a face on it?
Oh, those are so cute.
These are adorable. Well done, Kerwin. Wow. _KRWN for Kerwin's Twitter. Please give him a follow as well. You guys are amazing and have made my day. These are beautiful. I'm gonna pull up the Behance chat again. A+ chat, yes. I could have done a chibi Katara. I just realized this. You could have, Jalissa, and you still can if you post it during the week. I will pull it up next week and show it off as well if you can. That goes for everybody who didn't finish theirs before the end. Unfortunately, that is all the time that we have. We got to take off. I'm going to zoom in on my Cadam driver real quick here so that you folks can see what it looks like. The Adventures of Kai Meow Ren, starring Cadam Driver. And then I'm going to pop over and do a zoom out of the Pulp Fiction cats, Uma
Yeah, there
Thurman,
we go.
Samuel
Almost there.
Jackson, and John Clavolta. It's just good. Um,
So good.
Alana, it's been an absolute pleasure streaming with you. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, you too, Val. Thank you for having
You're
me.
very welcome. I hope to be able to hang out with you and create with you again. Thank you, everyone in the chat, for joining
Anytime.
us. Kerwin, Jalissa, Jan, Sukosma, Chad, everyone who came to hang out. But we have got to take off, so we will see you next time, folks. Adios, everyone.
Bye, guys.